We have some very, very exciting news. We have booked the Lake District. We are going to Ullswater for a week, and that's in a few weeks' time. Anyway, that's really exciting. We've got lots to prepare for. We have decided to take the Gull, the smaller of the two boats we have. We have a Gull, which is 11 foot, and we have a Wayfarer, which is 16 feet. And the Wayfarer's got quite old sails. They don't have reefing points, as we've mentioned before, whereas the Gull does. We also have some potentially very exciting things happening at the end of the year, but it's very much in the beginning, early stages. So
we've already got one plan, haven't we, which is already starting to come together for the end of the year.
Yes.
But there's going to be other bits and bobs we're going to do between Lake District and then as well, aren't we?
Yeah, one idea we've got is to make the most of our weekends and go away for the weekend and take the Gull. Initially take the Gull because, as I've already said, it's a lot more manageable at this stage of our ability, and explore lakes to begin with, isn't it? And then once we're more confident...
Yeah, we're going to explore the freshwater lakes to start off with, and then when we've got a bit more skill, onto the ocean, isn't it?
Yeah. Onto the ocean.
Onto the great blue yonder, is that what they call it?
Yeah, I'm really excited about, I have to say, I'm really excited about the Lake District, but I'm also like really excited and looking forward to the ocean. I really respect the ocean, but it's just such a big, powerful, beautiful, formidable, non-forgiving.
And this is like a fairly gentle wind, which we're not going out in.
Yeah, so...
I mean, we are the most hardcore YouTubers you're going to find.
Speaking of YouTubers, apologies for last week's video, which was for some reason once it uploaded onto YouTube, all the colour just vanished.
Yeah, we weren't trying to make an art house film in black and white.
No.
It just went wrong on YouTube.
Yeah, please forgive us and bear with us, but we also really appreciate you watching our videos and for your comments. I still can't get over that we've got people literally around the world connecting with our little channel. It's just great. I absolutely love that. So thank you.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Thank you very much.
I'm a little bit concerned because there's lots of white feathers just up there by the bank, by the slipway.
Right.
And I know there's two baby swans, cygnets. So I just hope they're okay.
Guess what I just found?
What?
The swan cygnets are alive and well.
Great news.
So this is just too strong, this wind, for us. There's a storm that's coming in. There's a load of wind coming on now, and it's a lee shore again. Both the times we've been in trouble have been a lee shore. And I'm not sure we're about to get off this pond. I'm not sure we're about to get off the lee shore.
Hey.
Hey? Yeah, I think with a bit more experience, it'd be phenomenal to sail in this. I think we're going to get in trouble within 30 seconds of leaving the pontoon.
Yeah.
Basically what's going to happen is we'll go from there, we'll aim that direction, and then we're just basically going to end up straight on that embankment. That's what's going to happen.
And then they're all going to turn up and we're going to be led there in the weeds.
We're going to be paddling, we're going to be all sorts of stuff.
And they're going to be like, it's those new members.
So what I've been trying to do between last week and this week is conceptualise what's actually happening with the wind, because the wind awareness at the moment needs a lot of developing. I'm trying to work out what would be my strategy to recover the boat here. So when we've come back in and it's been like a wind blowing us that direction, it's been gentle, so we can basically just come in and we just glided into here. Whereas this is a lot more powerful, so we're going to come in too quick for me to do what I've done before. So I think what we'd do would be come in an arc around here, and then I think around here we'd probably drop our mainsail, and then hopefully we'd have enough momentum just to find our way into the pontoon. And if not, we can just go towards that embankment, can't we? And just jump out the boat.
Yeah.
People do that all the time. I think that's legit. Okay, so we're still weighing it up. No one's turned up yet. We're in a lee shore. We can go to the end of the pontoon. We've got that 45-degree area which we can't sail in. If we went that way, we're going to have to do a very quick tack, aren't we? Which looks like a too quick a tack. If we go that way, if anything goes wrong, it's going to be much harder to recover the boat. So those are the two issues. If we go that way, we've got to do a very quick tack, and I don't know, we probably would be able to do that. That's probably the safer option in terms of anything going wrong. If we go that way, we've got a load more room, and we can just sail straight out into the middle of the lake. So we start our first launch and immediately find ourselves in a tricky situation. We're just sliding straight across the lake into the other pontoon, which has happened before, and we're not sure why. So we start trying some different options to get away, try a different angle into the wind, and then Ro gets the paddles out, starts pushing off, and I think at this point you can see the centerboard is still up. So we're just sliding around and getting pushed around by the wind. That's where we start to clock it, I think. There we are, the centreboard goes down, and now we're starting to operate like a normal sailboat. So the reason I'm narrating this is because the audio didn't work on 2 of our sails, and now we're off. So the first sail was a tad awkward because it's the first time we used an aft main. So we're quite pleased with this recovery. It was nice and smooth. And then we met a lovely couple who are also new to the club, but not new to sailing. Okay, next launch. Much better now because we've clocked what we're doing. We've got happy little faces. Starting to get used to this aft main. Starting to get used to the different way of moving in the boat. And the second recovery is also pretty smooth. Happy faces.
We went out this morning and then we realised all the audio we had recorded hadn't been recorded. So we're out again on this beautiful Sunday evening. Oh, we're doing attack.
So I got my aft for you.
Dan's using the
I'm not being afty.
the aft main for the first time today. We used it this morning. You're not ever so keen, is that correct?
I feel a bit more used to it now, but again, I know my positioning on the boat is not... I should be up here apparently. I was having a chat with a lovely gent this morning.
Yeah, we
and
met
he's
a
giving
lovely...
me some pointers on like boat position and why this tiller feels too long and all that sort of stuff. And it's not because it's too long. It's because if I was up here leaning back, it would be a really good length.
Yeah, they were a lovely couple, weren't they, that we met
Fantastic.
this morning? Really, really. They're new members, but they're definitely not new sailors.
Oh, we are already famous.
Oh, we are famous.
We are already famous. People have already recognised us.
I can't believe that.
We have 87 subscribers. The most successful YouTubers.
That is just absolute fluke. Anyway, so, and also you weren't very keen on using the shortening the tiller, were you? It made it harder, right?
Well, the shortening the tiller didn't really make much of an effect in terms of the mechanics of it. So it was the main sheet was getting caught around the back. There's a bit of pole, about an inch of pole was coming out the back of the rudder hole, and it was getting caught around that when I wasn't getting my main sheet done correctly. So it was that really.
Okay, was that rather than the length?
Rather than the mechanics, but the mechanics will be a problem apparently in the future.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to stick with that. But it's all about experimentation and working it all out, isn't it?
Exactly.
My goal at the moment is still wind awareness, which is definitely getting better. There's no doubt about it. And these telltales that Ray put in last week's episode
Hey?
are a huge help.
Oh, good.
Especially when the wind dies down, because it's so hard to feel where things are coming from. But this morning was really interesting because I stood on the edge of the pontoon and I was watching how the wind was moving over the water. And you would have thought it was coming in from a certain direction, from what's happening on top of the water, that shimmer. But it wasn't coming in from that direction, so I'm not sure what that phenomena is.
We got caught on a leeward wind. It pulled us again onto the other pontoon after we had launched, which happened the other evening.
Yeah, so the reason we ended up across on the other pontoon this morning on the lee shore wasn't because we got the launch wrong, it's because we forgot to put the centreboard down.
Who was that?
Although, perhaps I should have said something about it. Ready about?
Ready?
Is it tally-ho or lee-ho?
Lee-ho.
Lee-ho. I did that last tack in my Jean-Luc Picard voice. Make it so, number one.
So 2 people we've spoken to, the lovely couple and a nice chap called Chris, have both said they've sailed recently in the Lake District. So it's very exciting. We're really looking forward to that. And Chris also mentioned that the Wayfarer Association have like an annual get-together on Lake Windermere, so that would be quite interesting to look into. And also some nice lakes in Devon. I can't remember the name of it now, but...
Road Shore. This has got about 40 acres apparently of sailing sort of territory, sailing space, this one we're on at the moment. And, and we've found a couple of others that aren't miles and miles away with 140 acres. We can really work on trimming, boat balance, all those basic skills. Yeah,
and Grace, the wife of the lovely couple, also told us about a quarry nearby where you can go swimming in fresh water. So I'm really looking forward to doing that.
Ro's a big freshwater swimming fan.
I love swimming outdoors.
I'm not so much a fan of that. I get a bit panicky.
But you want to learn, right?
I want to learn.
Practice.
Stop being a wuss bag. The aft main setup is a very twisty situation.
Right, tell us.
Well, because I've got to turn my back to turn, and I've got to turn all the way around here. My spine mobility is going to be like some proper yogi master.
Sounds good.
Yogi sailing. Can I say yogi?
Yeah.
It is a yogi, isn't it?
Everyone we've met here, though, said they prefer centre main setup. What do you guys prefer and why? That would be interesting to know. Let us know in the comments.
Ready about?
Ready. Something about this, just the sound of the water as the boat glides through it.
Okay, ready about?
Ready.
Lee-ho. I meant to go round that.
We've never sailed out this far, have we?
No, this is as far as it's been. This is easily the best it's been since we've been doing this.
In terms of like...
Control, being able to get the boat where I want it to go. I mean, I'm taking tight turns around buoys now. Not quite getting it right, but it's worth a crack, isn't it, that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do another jibe.
Okay.
I'm doing it now, starting.
Okay.
Watch your head.
That is so unforgiving.
Yeah.
Does anyone know any good sailing songs? Because I am ready to learn them.
For a sea shanty.
A lake shanty, a sea shanty, we are ready for it. Please let us know of any great sailing songs that you know of.
Definitely time to go in now. It's time for a roast dinner.
Oh. Thank you to Dan's mum. She's making us a roast dinner. Thank you. Thanks again for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching. This has easily been the best sail so far for us.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful evening.
Thanks for coming along the journey. See you soon.